Sports pregame show.
Greetings, NBA fans. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, and seated beside me, Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Orlando Magic. So for the Magic, their last game, a win against the Kings at Sleep Train Arena. A great win for them, and they rose to the occasion and pulled off the upset. Riding high right now. One of the bigger stories this offseason, where would LaMarcus Aldridge wind up? Ultimately, he chose to leave Portland. How much does this set the Trailblazers back?
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come into tonight's game after the loss to Miami. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And just looking at the stat sheet, they gave far too many free throws away in that game. Maybe it was the noise in the building or something, but they really looked rattled.
Well, Greg, I don't know if it was the biggest reason for that loss, but all of those misses from the stripe clearly had an impact on that game.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. El Farouk Amino is out there with Davis. Then it's Gary Neal. Then there's Plumlee, and it's Lillard in at the one.
And they get the first bucket of the game on that one.
I tell you what, fellas, I'm anticipating a good one here.
Here's Houdini. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. The pass to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. That shot wide open.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Now here's Lillard. Defense right on him. He dishes it to Aminu. And Neal kicks to Plumlee. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature.
Right here.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Terry Stotts. DB?
Yes, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thanks again, Doris. Now, here's Lillard. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line.
And Orlando has possession. After the missed three from Damian Lillard. Here's Houdini. The dish to Vucevic. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. And Neal kicks to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
Wide open. Aminu misses.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Here's Houdini. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Damian Lillard. The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That's good from Houdini. Taylor's checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Houdini. Trailblazers trail by 5. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Aminu, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Here's Houdini. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
For Orlando, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And what a game for Houdini. Already up to 9 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
Here's Aminu. Johnson with the block. Here's Houdini. He's got 9. 6 feet out. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. And, guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
The Magic making a switch here. Payne's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Chris Kamen's checked in.
It's just simple, guys. No rebounds. No rings. We need to dominate the glass. Bigs, get the ball off the rim and get it out to our guards so we can get out in transition.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points this season. Number 1, the Magic.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
And here are the Trailblazers now. 8-point game. Here's Kaman, and it's good off the back rim and in. Kaman's got his first bucket in this one. The Magic have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Here's Houdini. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage. And they were also number 1 in fewest turnovers. When you take care of the ball, you give your team a chance to win.
And looking at their field goal percentage, really, it was something to behold. A team that didn't settle, worked for high-quality shots, a significant accomplishment to lead the league in that category.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic, and Harris subbed in for Aaron Gordon. Here's Houdini, 13 points in the game. The Magic need to get a shot off here. 2 on the clock. Here's Payne. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Payne's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Taylor kicks to Neal. Kaman against Smith. A baseline J. And the rejection by Smith. Gooden the pass to Vonleh. Kicks to Gooden. The 3. The shot is off, and Orlando will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
Houdini kicks it out to Johnson. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Neal. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami. Here's Kaman. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Well, the coach gambled and lost by keeping him on the floor.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
A lot. They'll take those points all game long if they can get them.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Hezonja, he's checked in for the Magic.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg. That's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Neal. Last season's performance for him. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 3 assists and 2 rebounds. When you have a shooter like him off the bench, it makes scoring so much easier for the bench.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, when he's taking on the scorer's role for that second unit, then the other guys can just stay in their lanes.
Now here's Taylor, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Shots good by Neal.
Assist from Taylor.
Magic leading by 12. Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Yeah, that's a big reason they're trailing. You can't allow a parade to the free throw line and expect to be on top in the game.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
And they've been the more physical team, offensively, seeking contact, looking to score in the lane, and getting to the line.
A big disparity in the free throws, and that's been a big boost to their offense.
Shot by Gooden is no good. Magic have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Screen by Smith. Here's Houdini. And it's Payne in the corner. The three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Neal. Payne grabs the board.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
Over to the left wing. Here's Gooden. Hits the three-point bomb. Gooden's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel.
I would say, Clark, we probably so for the Magic. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Johnson comes in for Hezonja. And Houdini subbed in for Payton. Houdini in at point guard. Harris is out there with Johnson. Then it's Payne. And it's Smith in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for Orlando. Lillard attacking. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Lillard's got 5 now.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. Freak number 1. Damian Lillard is second.
You know, these 2 guys served up room service dimes all season long. I mean, they set it up nicely for their teammates, and as a result, their teammates got plenty of easy baskets.
Here's Houdini. Pass to Smith. And it's Kaman with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Kings played some outstanding basketball. He finished with 36 points and also had an incredible amount of assists, really setting his teammates up every minute on the court. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Now, here's Lillard. Defense is right there. Stolen away, and here we go with the Magic fast break. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And he gets it to go. Vonleh's got 4 points now in the quarter.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number one for them right now.
Houdini passes to Harris. His first shot coming late, and that one's good. Harris has got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, he's got a lot of inches on the defender in that matchup, and he can just shoot right over the top of him without worrying about being bothered.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And that's now 8 points for Chris Kaman.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Inside, here's Harris. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And the Magic lead by 13.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Kaman's shot is good. The Magic leading by 11. 34 seconds left to play in the first half. Houdini passes to Johnson to the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Dishes it to Vonleh. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. They set the pick. To the left wing. Corner shot. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Johnson outside. Fires from deep. And no good trying to get that one. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
Magic leading by 11. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Al-Farouq Aminu. Gary Neal is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Davis, and it's Plumlee in at the 5. Lillard dishes to Plumlee. Feeds it to Neal. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard attacking, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Trailblazers have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Well, Orlando shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Here's Houdini, doubled by Plumlee. Here's Houdini. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Taylor's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Shooting 1.
That free throw, good from Houdini. Trailblazers trail by 12. Now here's Taylor. Vucevic with the block. Out on his own on the break. He lobs it up. Johnson's shot is off.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Here's Neal. Clock at 6. Aminu, the pass to Taylor. Davis sets a screen. Off the pick. Shot by Taylor, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Here's Houdini. 24 points for him. Kicks it out to Johnson. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Wesley Johnson picks one up. The Trailblazers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Yeah.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Wesley Johnson. And Portland with the change here, too. Gooden's checked in. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Taylor. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Macy, he's checked in for Taylor.
Portland foul call. Taylor.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Trailblazers trail by 13.
Fans, get ready for your magic dances.
For us right now. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Terry Stotts gave to his team during that last break. He went over the offensive plan and said that it hinges on running through Plumlee. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Clearly some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Davis. And it's Gordon missing.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And here's Neal outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Payton, he's checked in for the Magic. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Butler. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Houdini. Out to Payton. And they double up Payton. Just 4 to shoot. And he gets it to go. And the Magic lead by 12.
And immediately looking for the open man when the double team comes to him.
Here's Neal. Knocks down the step back J. Neal's got 6 points.
And not much breathing room there. The step back move gave him just enough to get it off.
It's blocked. And here's Gooden. He's got 6. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Gooden's got it back down to within single digits for the Trailblazers. The Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
To the wing on the left. Jacks up a 3, and that one's good. 11 points in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Magic leading by 7. Here's Houdini. 28 points for him. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Orlando making some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Gordon. Magic also changing it up. Johnson comes in for Hezonja. And Houdini subbed in for Elfrid Payton. Ed Davis is checked in for Portland. And Gooden kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Davis. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And both free throws good for Davis. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Vucevic a screen on Lillard. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top 3-point shooters. Tobias Harris, number 1. Second, Victor Oladipo.
Well, both of these guys had what I call in-the-gym range, or you could refer to them as snipers, just deadly from behind the three-point line. They line it up and knock him down.
Gary Neal's checked in for Portland. Here's Kaman. Can't get it to go. And it's the Magic taking it the other way.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lillard dishes to Neal. Here's Kaman. Another miss by Kaman.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. That's now 32 points for Freak.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Now here's Lillard. Not a lot of room. It's hauled in by the Magic.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just...
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Trailblazers trail by 18. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Magic, Gordon and Vucevic together in the post. Houdini is out there with Oladipo. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. Neal's shot is off. Magic leading by 18. Here's Houdini. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle Stats game has been going for Orlando.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Lillard attacking. Here's Davis, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Johnson. Orlando on D, and there's the feed to Neal. There's the triple. Here's Plumlee.
At the line for the Magic, Mason Plumlee. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Orlando leading by 19 points. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Passes it to Houdini. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That's on El Farouk Aminu. That free throw good from Houdini.
Stay tight on him.
Free.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Lillard, the pass to Plumlee, and that one's good.
And finally, someone scores.
I tell you what, Greg, it's not been pretty, I'll say that much. These offenses have been really struggling.
Picked by Vucevic. Here's Houdini. Moves back up. And it's Vucevic missing. Trailblazers trail by 19. Lillard outside. Shot clock at 6. Got a piece of it. Launches a three. But they recover it.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Here's Neal. Lillard, right side. He kicks it to Neal. Takes the three. And Oladipo pulls it down.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Davis kicks to Neal. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. He feeds it to Neal. Can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Houdini. Magic leading by 22. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Davis with the double team. In the corner, it's Gordon. Can't get it to go. Now Portland takes it the other way. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And it's Aminu in the corner. There's the three. That's good.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Houdini, covered by Lillard, off the screen.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time, and he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one, that's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam. It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not
is
probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Here's Houdini. Aminu over to help. And Oladipo, here we go. Vucevic laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Lillard dishes to Neal. Back to Lillard. And the layup is good.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Houdini. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Vucevic against Lillard. Davis has the open look, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game. Inside, out of bounds, Magic ball as Orlando keeps possession. Orlando making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Fry comes in for Aaron Gordon, and it's Elfrid Payton in for Oladipo. Houdini passes to Payton. Here's Houdini, good in defending. Here's Houdini. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jason Smith. Aaron Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. Johnson, he's checked in for Hezonja. And it's Payne in for Payton. Now Lillard. The pass to Neal. Fires the three. It's hauled in by Gordon.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Now the dish to Payne. Lets it go with a three. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Portland's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Lillard attacking. That's good.
Well, that's simply a great move there, Kevin. He dusted off the defense and got to the cup for the easy basket.
Magic leading by 21. Here's Houdini. He dishes it to Vucevic. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Orlando making some changes. Smith checked in for Vucevic. Harris comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Payne. Payton in the corner. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Here's Houdini. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Trailblazers trail by 21.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Orlando.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for Houdini. He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Plumlee with a screen on Johnson. Gooden with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And Lillard kicks to Harris. Shoots a three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And so the Magic can now just hold on to the ball. Houdini passes to Smith. Here's Houdini.
At the line, shooting two.
That free throw good from Houdini. Both free throws good from Houdini. 6 seconds left in the game. Harris with it. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every play.
Congratulations on the win and leading the way in terms of the points production. How were you able to create shots for yourself?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hi again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game. Freak. He had an outstanding third quarter. Whatever they needed in terms of energy and offense, he was the firepower that propelled them during the second half.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, he didn't take that soft approach tonight. He went right at their racks. He did a great job using his body, drawing contact, and getting to the free throw line. He was physical. He was aggressive in that way we don't always see from him.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal.